I'm a real man.
The real man, real villain. I'm not a real man like that. You know what I mean?
Harvey Weinstein's New York grape conviction overturned. Uh, got unfair trial. Conviction overturned in New York appeals. Understanding what happens next. Do we have a video?
I mean, can we say? I think yeah, we got something. But can we say that yeah, it's a video of this lady upset that this thing is being overturned. But can we say that the Me Too movement has failed everybody? Because at first it was going on, everybody was all happy. But now look at it, Bill Cosby's now out. He got Me Too'd. You got
I mean, they've been taking a lot of L's lately. It's been tough for them.
Exactly.
I think what happened is just like they overdid it, and then they almost became like it's always correct to get people that have done unjust things to other people and hold them accountable. But I think what happened is almost that power got abused. That power got abused to where it was even men that were, or people that were innocent were being wrongfully accused because people thought that with current status kind of being on their side that they would have a higher chance to win in court and that, they could win money or win a settlement. So it's almost like the boy that cried wolf. So it's like, they almost overdid it to a point to now like almost like it's a counterintuitive thing where they're not almost believed as before. Because it's like they weren't believed, and then the Me Too, they were like super believed, but now it's almost gone back to not believed again.
So much believed that basically
so much like BS cases that happen that like people are like, oh, like it's like a 50-50 shot if it's real or not, so no one pays attention to stuff anymore.
True. And it's just something that's real unjust. I mean, it's real shame, but we have a victim here that's basically telling you how she feels about the new information, the new ruling that's been brought out about Harvey Weinstein's basically overturned in New York, not in California, because he's still in trouble in California.
Today is a day, like every day in American women's lives, when male sexual violence has intruded and disrupted our lives. I get the news from Jodi Kantor of the New York Times that 4 judges at New York's court have voted to overturn Harvey Weinstein's sexual crimes conviction. This is what it's like to be a woman in America, living with male entitlement to our bodies. When I was an up-and-coming actor in Hollywood in the 1990s, I'd been up all night filming on the movie Kiss the Girls, and I had a breakfast appointment with Harvey Weinstein at the Peninsula Hotel. I said, is Mr. Weinstein in the Belvedere, the restaurant, or is he on the patio? And they said, oh no, he's in his room. Harvey, wearing his hotel robe, immediately began asking if he could give me a massage, and this progressed into him insisting that I watch him take a shower. I was lucky. I got out of that hotel room. This today is an act of institutional betrayal.
It's just an act of, it's just betrayal. It's a letdown in our basically government system. How y'all would let this happen, but at the same time, it is unfair. Even though somebody is wrong, you can't pile on evidence to make them to destroy their character, and that's basically what Harvey Weinstein's lawyers are basically saying right now during the whole appeal. If you know, Harvey Weinstein had the case. 7 women went up. They testified against Harvey Weinstein. 3 of the women were not actually somebody he was charged with. They were not a part of this particular case. They were just there just to basically show that Harvey Weinstein is a bad person. I mean, you can't trust him. He's a bad person. He did other bad things in his life. And in the state of in the place in New York, you can't do that. So that's how that got overturned. So, which is real crazy, but I mean, at the same time, it is unfair, and that is basically how a lot of people get off of crime. It's like a court technicality. It happens all the time. Like you get arrested and the cop doesn't read your Miranda rights.
It's like the person like, well, technically.
Exactly.
Like I've checked out a lot of Chicago stuff, and I've even seen people that have beat quadruple homicides because of a technicality. Like they didn't get a search warrant while obtaining search information. Their rights were violated, so the whole case had to be thrown out, even though they knew for a fact that this person had taken 4 lives.
True.
I mean, it happens.
It happens.
If it's done, even if it is, that they committed the crime. If they are brought to justice unfairly, or if they break the rules to kind of get the result they want, then they have to be acquitted.
True, exactly. And it's like the whole Bill Cosby case. The only reason Bill Cosby's whole thing got overturned was because he had the civil case first. he was told that the information they discussed at the civil suit wouldn't be brought up in the main court charges, and then he did that. Then like a new judge came in, he said, "Ha, we lied. We're gonna use the information used in the civil case." He used it, then he got arrested. Then like later on, they found out they ruled that you can't do that. It's unjust. Like you can't tell nobody that we won't use something, and just because you came in and you didn't know what was going on, you can't be like, "Oh, now we're gonna change the rules." I mean, and yeah, it's that, and also, I mean, the same judge that basically ruled that Harvey Weinstein in New York goes to jail. Right now, he's basically his term has expired in 2022. So, and they didn't reappoint him. So it's another reason why he got the appeal this time. So we gonna see how this goes. I mean.
So does he have to? You said he still has to deal with
California.
Stuff.
This man is just crazy. He had another case in 2022, in California that he did. So he has to serve 16 years about that. So I mean, this old man's just going around using his power all crazy. Even though he said a lot of it was consensual.
Did you see? What was it? Was it Ashley Judd?
Which one? Yeah, Ashley Judd. What about her?
Yeah, that she was like a classic. Actress and singer, and she was like the first accuser.
I seen that. I mean, it was what is.
I saw her on ET talking about it, and I think a lot of the thing with the case that they brought up, that if they want to do the case again, that they would have to get all the accusers to retestify.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a hard one. I mean opening
I
up
don't
that
know. They would all have to agree to it too.
That's crazy. I mean, all of them to agree to it. I mean, like I got friends that went through certain situations and they never want to talk about it. So like them, like they don't even want to talk about it. They don't want to go to the same location where it happened at. So I mean, like them having to revisit this whole situation, go to court again, because you know court ain't short. Look at the young thug thing. It's still going on.
Court is lame. It's almost be at like a hospital waiting room.
Basically,
like you're just sitting there all day.
And you want to just reopen all this trauma, even though you know he did wrong. He did a whole bunch of stuff that he wasn't supposed to do. But I mean,
making all these people relive their
emotional damage.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So I mean, we gonna keep y'all up to date in this whole situation about Harvey Weinstein, this disgusting man. I mean, they're saying that even though this situation, it was unfair, it got overturned in New York. In California, they don't have the same law, so most likely it may hold up. We don't know. I mean, he got money. It's California. It's Hollywood. So I mean, this may be the easy one he can just break. Because I mean, he's a Hollywood movie star. He's a Hollywood.
I mean, I saw him in the video. It didn't look like he was walking good.
He's old.
He was, super old walking.
He's in his 70s.
He's walking with a walker. So if he's in his 70s, he has like usually anywhere from 10 to 20 years left. And that's like, I think 20 years is if you're in the best of health. And he doesn't look in the best of health. I think he's got 5.
You think he got 5 left?
Yeah. I think most dudes make it to 77 and most women make it to 80.
Yeah, they say the life
barring,
expectancy.
No health complications sooner.
I mean, he should have been gone. He should who?
It's crazy that people say like 50 is a midlife crisis. Technically, 40 is your midlife crisis.
That's when you're really old.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, what are we gonna do for your birthday party next year?
I'm nowhere close to that. See,
who's the 80s baby?
Horrible.
80s baby.
I'm 35. See, stop playing. But okay, but how do you?
I'm kidding. It's 2 years.
How do you feel about these rich, high, powerful people always using their power for wrong? Because you see,
It's always going to be wrong. This man's a horrible man. I believe that he did bad things because you can't It's one thing if you have a couple people trying to say you did something. Maybe they're in cahoots trying to take you down or something. But this man has damaged 100 women or more. It seems like it's all kinds of women. He was involved in all kinds of things, had access to all kinds of people. So, I believe that there is some truth. I don't know. Everything's alleged, but I don't know.
So,
but to me, it definitely seems like if you have that many people speaking up, you probably did do some things that would not be considered good.
You think Harvey Weinstein snitched on Diddy? Is that what Diddy going through his problems?
Yes.
They trying to swap? Like, hey, you want a bigger fit? I got Diddy. I got information on Diddy.
I got information on the Diddler.
Because, I mean, hey, Suge Knight ain't do it. Suge Knight been trying to give information on Diddy for the longest. They ain't not taking
Suge,
that.
Low-key.
You think they
Suge and Snoop.
They teamed up together?
Teamed their money up. Suge and Snoop.
Suge, Snoop, and Harvey Weinstein?
Yep.
And Trump?
Yep.
All to take down Diddy because Diddy invite him to the party back in '96.
Exactly.
Like, oh, you turn us down. You treat us like Amanda
That's
Seals.
actually a blessing.
Dude, you turned that from a
That's
Diddy
like
party?
that country song. Some of life's biggest blessings are unanswered prayers. You thought you wanted to go to the Diddy party, but you actually, that real blessing was not being able to go. You saved your manhood.
You can't trust nobody. You can't trust Harvey Weinstein. You can't trust Diddy. You can't trust Louis C.K. Who else? You can't trust Danny Masters.
Danny Masterson?
Crazy.
Man, that's crazy. Your favorite comedian and your favorite actor. Who would have thunk it?
This guy's
You love that 70s
like I said,
show.
I don't even watch that show. But
This man also loves Kelso.
what he did?
He
He did
didn't
something
do
crazy
anything.
too?
No, he didn't do anything.
Okay. Is he the voice of Quagmire or something?
No. You're the voice of Quagmire.
All right, well, man. Comment down below how you feel about this Harvey Weinstein situation. Do you feel like it's just something? Also feel like this is unjust, or you feel like it doesn't matter? He was done wrong because the technicality of the court. So I mean, he got lucky.
I think he got lucky, but he's still a bad person. We'll leave it at that.
But speaking of going from one bad person to